It's a minute long trailer, nigga. Just sit and watch it, nigga.
Nigga saw a little bit of ocean. It was like, fuck, let me just see her.
Exactly. That's all he saw was the ocean. It's like,
Black
let me
woman
give
on
this
screen.
one.
Jesus.
Oh.
Okay, there she is.
Like this part right here, y'all.
I'm only looking at him.
Now, I'm just gonna say this right here, okay?
Oh my goodness. I had to breathe on that, y'all. I had to breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nigga. What? You couldn't make it through a minute trailer. It's crazy. Nigga, y'all be wondering why black people be upset at y'all. This is it right here, bro. Damn, bro, it's a minute trailer.
And the crazy thing, it's a minute trailer. A minute.
So, when it comes to things like this, okay? Do I have a problem with black mermaids? No. Do I have a problem with black elves? Talking about Rings of Power.
People got upset about Rings of Power. I haven't seen the thing. They only mad about black people in the doggone Little Mermaid. They mad about black people in the goddamn Rings of Power. Lord of the Rings. What happened to just an actor being a good actor? And plus, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Call me what you want. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I like a little bit, at least a little bit of diversity in a goddamn film. If it makes sense. Again, if you're going back to the old ye times and there ain't that many black people around, I understand. Or a certain culture at that time, I understand. Rings of Power is made up. Lord of the Rings made up. This is based on the history of it. Listen, I don't see no fire and lava and powers with no rings. Same thing with the Infinity Gauntlet. Infinity Gauntlet is not real. So what just happened to an actor being a good actor? They're just a good person for the job. That's all I got.
That you still have to honor the context of what these stories are taking place in. If you want to make an original film about a black mermaid, I don't care. Go for it. I'm not the only one that feels this way. As you can see, just go back to like one of the first live action remakes that Disney put out, which was Cinderella, which came out, what was that, like 6 years ago or something? Actually, almost 8 years ago. Wow, that's insane. But as you can see, the reception for this was completely different.
Sometimes you're going to create content people don't agree with. And sometimes creating that content is going to ruffle a few feathers. And guess what? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But in the process of doing that and creating content that may ruffle some feathers, because again, you're not going to please everybody. Everybody's not going to agree on everything. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody's not going to agree on everything. And if they do, they're lying to you. And if they do, it's stale. And if they do, it's not beneficial to the overall community. When you're producing content, sometimes, excuse my French, my ladies and gentlemen, but F what they say. Make what you want to make. Do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, that's what you like. That's what you care for. That's what you want to make. It's like, I can't please myself and bend to your whim. I gotta just make stuff, because if you listen to one thing I've learned about making content is, and I've gotten this advice from other content creators, if you listen to a lot of people for too long, from the left and the right, the bad and the good, the top and the bottom, you realize you get stale in a sense of you stall. And when you stall and you become stale, there's no new creativity. And also when you stall, you're not producing anything. You're not making anything. You're not doing anything. And in turns, your competitor is going to get the better hand over you, or the better edge over you. And at the end of the day, it's like, we need to consume content, but we don't need to consume content that we agree on all the time.
Is focused on anymore. All that Disney is obsessed about is their agenda.
How would you know that based off of the trailer?
Yeah.
It's not you sitting here saying that Disney's willing to try to make a good story. The story already exists. Cinderella already exists. They don't have to focus on anything. They're just trying to focus on the aesthetics of what it looks like, because the story is already there.
It's already
the same
written,
thing,
bro.
I'm pretty sure with Mermaid, but we don't know. But the same thing probably is gonna happen with Little Mermaid. The story already exists. They're just making a live adaptation of it with real people. That's it.
It'd be one thing if it went from book to movie. Like, that's to pull it off. Don't fuck up a good book, make a bad movie.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Yeah.
Even from video game to movie. And think about the fact that Will Smith might not be good at his job no more, because he might be in his head about that slap.
What's your problem?
Nigga.
This guy. That's another thing about being a content creator and pushing out content, whether you do reactions or skits or conversational videos, which I do all three. So you get in your head a lot. Again, like, it goes back to what I said just prior. Like, you get in your head, like, producing content just takes a part of your being. It's a part of your it takes energy. It takes emotion. Ooh, I say it's emotional roller coaster, because you got to become something that doesn't exist, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I have so much respect for not only content creators, actors, producers, crew. It takes a lot to bring to life bring to life something that's not real, or something that used to be real, and you're trying to portray it to the best of your ability at that particular moment. So yeah, I can see what he's talking about, because you can be in your head and like, yo, bro, I don't think I could do this. Oh man, I can't do this. And it's different when you're doing this by yourself compared to when like, yo, we got 40 people, 100 people on set, millions of dollars on the line. You need to perform. I can see what he's talking about. You can be in your head. Being in your head as a content creator is a common thing and will happen to everyone. It's a necessary wall to break through to get to the next level.
Fucks.
I'm about to say,
politics,
yeah.
bro. They
Now,
don't care.
They
Listen,
don't.
whatever makes
You're just trying to make
Let's go
content.
to the other side of the thing. Hey, yeah, you're right. Disney doesn't care about politics. They just doing things to make them to make as much money as possible. Which then I go to the black side of the thing. There's a bunch of black people saying, we gotta support this now. We gotta support it. We gotta go out in droves. The same way they kind of did with
Black Panther, yeah.
Wakanda Forever. What was the thing called?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah.
That was actually just a good movie.
I know, but remember when it came out? I don't know if you were in the States when it came out.
I was.
You were in the States? Mm-hmm. When it came out, remember they were sitting there saying black people, we gotta go, we gotta support, we gotta support it. Remember that? They did.
Wasn't in those combos.
Oh, well, you might have, but they were having that conversation. So that's the same thing they're saying right now for Little Mermaid. Now, on one hand, I understand why people are saying that, because they feel as if like the only way that black people are going to continue to get these offers or these opportunities is if the numbers back the fact that they're going to be highly supportive of that. So that's the reason why people are saying we got to support it, so they can actually see the irrefutable facts and the numbers that us as black people can be starring in a Disney film or whatever, right? So that's point A. But I think the other side of it is, please, black people, do not believe that Disney cares about you.
The true and more gangster thing about it all is these companies have a duty to their shareholders. And at the end of the day, it's a company. And if we haven't learned anything from the past 2 years, you need money to run a business. You can't be like, oh, our dreams, our goals, yeah. But at the end of the day, this rent need to get paid. This mortgage need to get paid. The lights in this studio needs to get paid. Staff needs to get paid. Health plans, taxes, all this goes into this. Business deals that you have set up in the future or prior needs a certain amount of capital. So it's a business at the end of the day. I wouldn't say they don't care. It's a business. You have to operate and think of it. Especially if you work for a business, you got to think for the business in mind, not you.